could fit into the ancient armor once worn by King Cedric Donegarten were not good. Of course, Kelsey knew that. Why else would he have taken the time to catch Mickey? "I might have to go over," Mickey said gravely. "You are the cleverest of your kind," Kelsey replied, and the compliment was not patronizing. "You shall find a way, I do not doubt. Have the fairies you know so well do their dance, then. Surely they owe Mickey McMickey a favor or two." Mickey took a long draw on his pipe. The fairy dance. Kelsey actually expected him to go over to find someone from the other side, from real Earth. "My pot of gold might be an easier barter," the leprechaun grumbled. "Then give it to me," replied a smiling Kelsey, knowing the bluff for what it was. "And I shall use the wealth to purchase what I need from some other source." Mickey gnashed his teeth around his pipe, wanting to put his curly boot into the smug elf's face. Kelsey had seen his bluff as easily as he had seen through Mickey's illusions on the lopsided chase. No leprechaun would willingly give up his pot of gold with no chance of stealing it back, unless his very life was at stake, and for all of the inconvenience Kelsey had caused him, Mickey knew that the elf would not harm him. "Not an easy task," the leprechaun said again. "If the task was easy, I would have taken the trouble myself," Kelsey replied evenly, though a twitch in one of his golden eyes revealed that he was nearing the end of his patience. "I have not the time." "You take the trouble to catching me," Mickey snarled. "Not so much trouble," Kelsey assured him. Mickey rested back and considered a possible escape through the meadow again. Kelsey was shooting down his every leading suggestion with no room for argument, with no room for bargaining. By a leprechaun's measure, Kelsey wasn't playing fair. "You shall accept my offer, then," Kelsey said, "or I will have your pot of gold here and now." He paused for a few moments to give Mickey the chance to produce the pot, which, of course, the leprechaun did not do. "Excellent," continued the elf. "Then you know your terms of indenture. When might I expect my human?" Mickey kicked his curly-toed shoes again and moved to find a seat on the enormous mushroom. "Sure and 'tis a beautiful day," he said, and he was not exaggerating in the least. The breeze was cool but not stiff, and it carried 1,000 springtime scents with it, aromas of awakening flowers and new-growing grass. "Too beautiful for talking business, I say," Mickey mentioned. "When?" Kelsey demanded again, refusing to be sidetracked. "All the folk of Dilnamara are out to frolic while we're sitting here arguing." "Mickey McMickey," Kelsey declared. "You have been caught, captured, defeated on the chase. Of that there can be no argument. You are thus bound to me." "We are not discussing business, are we? I am establishing the conditions of your freedom." "Sure, and your tongue's as sharp as your ears," mumbled Mickey quietly. Kelsey heard every word of it, of course, but this time he did not scowl. He knew by Mickey's resigned tone that the leprechaun had surrendered fully. "When?" he asked a third time. "I cannot be sure," Mickey replied. "I'll set me friends to working on it." Kelsey bowed low. "Then enjoy your beautiful day," he said, and turned to leave. For all his whining, Mickey was not so unhappy about the way things had turned out. His pride was hurt. Any self-respecting leprechaun would be embarrassed over a capture. But Kelsey was an elf, after all, and that proved that the chase hadn't really been fair. Besides, Mickey still had his precious pot of gold, and Kelsey's request wasn't overly difficult, leaving plenty of room for Mickey's own interpretation. Mickey was thinking of that task now, as he sat on the mushroom, his legs crossed at the ankles, dangling freely over its side, and he was thinking that the task, like everything else in a leprechaun's life, just might turn out to be a bit of fun. "It cannot be," the sorceress declared, pulling away from her reflecting pool and flipping her long and wavy